Watford 1, Chelsea 2. I'm telling you now, if this was Beyblade, Dragoons coming in with a tornado attack or whatever it was called, because Watford were unbelievable, but Chelsea nicked the points. Let's get into it. This game defines exactly what I was worried about. The performances recently have not been the best, but this game today reiterates why sometimes winning a game can leave you more angry than when you draw. Manchester United draw, I didn't mind. You know, I said the performance was annoying in the sense that we didn't finish, but we created tons of chances. Then you look at Burnley, should have scored a ton loads. And today the performance stunk, and we will break it down because so many players made me so angry today. Yes, a lot of players made me angry, but the 3 points is all that matters. We remain top of the league, so let's continue with the video. Alright peeps, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you stay tuned within the channel because we got great content coming out all the time. But the lineup came out and it's exactly what I thought was going to happen. The lineup was heavily rotated and we need to get used to heavy rotation because we've got 28 days and we've got 7 games. That's like a game every 4 days, I think it was, or something like that, something odd like that. Great for the fans because we're going to watch it, we're going to enjoy it, we're going to relish it. But the rotation was heavy, and if you told, man, Saul and Ruben started, and Saul, bro, we're going to talk about you in a second, but Pulisic or Havertz, Mount, it's a good lineup. There was no excuses. Alonso and Aspi had to start. The fullbacks are injured. But being Chelsea that we are, Mason Mount hits the post. A throw-in comes in, quick little link-up play. Keeper comes out, he hits the post, and I'm like, wow, okay, hopefully this kick starts us. Guess what? It did. Alonso receives the ball off good movement. He wanders in, as always. This guy has no intention in defending, and we will talk about his performance because I think it was mixed. First half, terrible. Second half, decent, very good performance. But he gives the ball to Kai Havertz. How many players shoot in that position? No. Mason Mount is in space. Kai Havertz makes the right decision, releases the ball calmly to him. Beautiful pass, solid assist, great finish. Money Mace, kisses the badge. You gotta love it. Every day of the week, yeah. Mace, you need to be doing that on a regular basis. I think Mason Mount had a very good game today in the sense of the final third. Then, this is the story of our season. This defines our season, right? We're 1-0 up. We're running. Pulisic is running ahead. We win the ball in transition. Release it. Release it. He doesn't release it until it's too late. Kai Havertz is through one-on-one. Slots it. We all knew he was offside. We didn't even celebrate because Pulisic held on to the ball for far too long. He had to release that ball. You can't maintain that ball for so long. Kai was begging for it. Pulisic didn't release it. And guess what happens? Danny Rose has a good chance. Mendy makes a few saves. And then the midfield duo, the Chuckle brothers in the midfield happens. Bro, Ruben, what are you doing in the middle of the park, big man? How are you trying to turn in that situation against Cleverly? Cleverly nicks the ball back. It goes to Sissoko. Sissoko releases the ball and Dennis is one-on-one with Rudiger. Deflection, and it goes into the bottom left-hand side of the corner. Lucky goal? Yes. Did they deserve it? Hell yeah. And then we need to talk about your partner because Ruben was sloppy in the first half. He didn't have a good game. In the second half, it changed. I'm not going to lie to you. When he went into the CDM role, it changed. It completely changed. He was far more composed. He actually read the game well and broke up play a little bit better. I think he got a good bollocking at half time, you know, like you got shouted at and it changed a lot of things. Send Saul back. Saul needs to book an EasyJet flight ASAP back to Madrid because he ain't going to be playing for Chelsea next year. There is no way Chelsea are going to pay 35 million for a player who's got hooked on 2 Premier League games at half-time with 2 starts. This guy is Bakayoko. At least Bakayoko weren't this bad. He is lazy, he's lethargic, and he's just slow. And it's not because he's a bad player. It's just he can't acclimatise to the league. And you can't acclimatise if you don't play. But you're not good enough to play because you're costing us in a title race. So personally, I think it's time to just cut our losses. Don't play him. Just don't play him. Send him back. Try send him back in January. He got subbed and Thiago Silva came on. And then guess what? You know what? Thiago Silva, 37 years old, thinking he had a day off. He thought, Watford away, surely this isn't going to be an issue. Guess what? He has to come on because Saul was that pony. And Chelsea changed their formation. I think this is where we win the game. I think this is where Tuchel wins the game for us. He goes to a 3-5-2. And he goes with a 2 midfield where Chalobah goes in the middle. You got Mace and Ruben on either side of him. And that gave us a little bit more control. Then, once we got a little bit of control, guess what happened? Chalobah pulls a hamstring. And why does he pull a hamstring? Too many games. Too many games. The club's too busy trying to make a statement with Christensen. I understand why they're doing it, but you need to be careful because we need players. And now we don't know how long Chalobah's going to be out for. All we know is the hamstring could be anywhere between 7 and 10 days. Minimum 7 and 10 days if it's a bad hamstring injury. So we're screwed. We're absolutely screwed for the next few games. Finally, now we need to start talking about what happened. Hakim Ziyech came on. And a lot of you are going to say, Hakim scored the winner today. You're a hypocrite. Or you say no. Or you say no. How did Hakim play though? Let's talk about it. He gave away a pass to Azpilicueta when Azpilicueta wasn't even in a position. Numerous balls overhit. Numerous lazy touches. But he got the winner, so we have to accept. He ain't my type of footballer. He'll never be my type of footballer because he's too inconsistent. He's too unpredictable. He's a YouTube footballer. If you look at it now, he's got a highlight reel. Oh, great goal from Hakim Ziyech. But really, what did he do and he came on? It was Mason Mount who got the ball, found him, and he buried it into the top bins. Beautiful finish, by the way. But other than that, what did he do? Didn't regain game under control. I think he had an average performance, and this is your king. This is your king. Inconsistent. Bruno Fernandes, basically. He is the Moroccan Bruno Fernandes without the statistics. I'm sorry, that's the truth. Can we talk about Kai Havertz? Can we talk about Kai Havertz, Mason Mount? Because the two of them, in my opinion, had good games. Mason Mount ran around, got a goal, got an assist, had a very good, solid performance. Kai Havertz had one of those classic performances where he's not going to get credit because he didn't get a goal, but he was absolutely fantastic with his link-up play. He was absolutely phenomenal with his touches. And he was leading the team forward. He was charging forward. And you have to respect it. Because he's a great footballer. And he's impacting the performances. Unlike certain players that are around. But this is the most important part. Alonso played well in the second half. Alonso actually played well in the second half after his first shocker. After the first half shocker, he performed well and he done well. And I'm proud of him. Other than that, I think Chelsea are lucky to get away with it today, man. I don't want to reiterate that it was a great performance because it wasn't. It was a great result. The performances have to improve. Tuchel changed it and we won. It was pure genius from him to change the formation because a lot of managers would have stuck with it. A lot of managers would have been shook. He done well. I'm very proud of him. We're top of the league, 1 point clear still. But man, it's going to be a tight title race. It really is. Because it's going to be a long-ass league, man. Up to the next game. Peace out. I'm out. I hope you all enjoyed it.